Let's focus in on the stock that's in focus, and that is Vedanta, as the delisting for the company has failed. The promoters, remember, acquired 134 crore rupees shares to successfully delist from the exchanges. But as per the demand schedule that has been released by the BSE at 7:30 a.m., on the last day, there were only 125.4 crore shares tendered as confirmed bids. So what does this mean for shareholders as well as for the company? Let's find out. My colleague Mubina is standing by with all those details. Mubina?
It's official. Vedanta Ltd is not going to be able to go through with the delisting. They have not received the sufficient number of shares required to go through with the delisting, which in Vedanta's case was 134 crore shares. The company received only 125 crore confirmed bids. Around 12 crore shares continue to remain in the unconfirmed category. Some of the bankers to the entire book also told us that they have asked for an extension from SEBI, but Vedanta Resources has said that this delisting is deemed to have failed. So it looks like the companies will be going back to the drawing boards to figure out what's the next step. Remember, Vedanta does have roughly about $3 billion as well lying with it that it had borrowed for the purpose of this delisting. Plus, Vedanta Resources had taken intercorporate loans as well instead of sort of taking dividends from the company. So even CLSA in fact says that now capital allocation is really going to be key. How are they going to utilize the money? If it's going to be sort of distributed to the shareholders in the form of more dividend, then of course it's a positive for minority investors. There is a possibility that Mr. Anil Agarwal may conduct a buyback as well to raise his stake, perhaps, so that his next attempt of delisting will go through. Reports say that today there's a board meeting between Vedanta Resources, Vedanta Ltd to figure out the next step of action. CLSA has cut the target price meantime to 118. They are anticipating weakness in the share price for some time now. Dividend payout, intercorporate loans, debt reduction as well, they are saying is extremely important. And all of this really comes under the umbrella of how Vedanta is going to allocate capital from now on.
Okay, thanks very much. That's the next step of action for Vedanta, as the delisting has officially failed.